Hello, everyone, and welcome to the fourth and final debate for the 2016 presidential election. I am William Massey, and I will be your moderator for tonight. Mr. Trump, you may have the first say.
Hello, America. I am so excited to be running in this year's election. I'm great and better than that nasty, nasty woman. I deserve to be president because I'm just like any other American, except for the fact that my father gave me $1 million. Also, I'm very experienced, not in politics at all, actually, but in business. I'm a businessman, investor, and real estate entrepreneur. My running mate, Mike Pence, is a great, great man, and I believe that he is the best person I could have to run with me. I bet all he'll really talk about is me making rude slurs, and to that I say wrong. As she lies, she cheats, she rigged this election.
So, Mr. Trump, how are you going to deal with ISIS?
Well, we are going to bomb them until they stop. That is the right way to deal with this, and all the ways are wrong.
How are you going to fix the national debt?
First of all, my mic is broken. Anyway, I will lower the debt ceiling by stopping the Federal Reserve from taking your money. I will not only fix the national debt, I will bring us out of debt.
How are you going to stop immigrants from entering the United States illegally?
I'm going to build a wall. This is going to be a great wall, and believe me, if anyone is good at building walls, it's me. And I will make Mexico pay for the wall. They are sending very bad hombres over to the United States, and we need to remove them. I will accept the results of the election, no matter what happens, if I win. I will not let a nasty woman take place in office, and by any means, I will make America great again. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Trump. Secretary Clinton, what is your opening statement?
Hello, everyone. I am honored and exhilarated to be running for president this year. I'm way better suited to be president than that puppet. I have the experience of being the Secretary of State and a senator. My vice president, Tim Kaine, is also very experienced being an attorney and part of the Senate.
What will you do about defeating terrorism?
We must not just contain it to outside of our country. We must defeat ISIS while having the best trained and best equipped military fighting the threat. We will be one step closer to a safer we will be one step closer to a safer world. Another way to stay safer is to not elect Trump as president.
How will you fix the economy?
We will build an economy that works for everyone, not just the people at the top. I will make the upper class pay their fair share, which means both Donald and myself will have to pay more, unless he can find another loophole to not pay for it. Without a strong economy, we don't have a country. I'm very excited to be the first woman to be president. I am far more qualified to be the president than me. I will take my previous success as Secretary of State. I will not let any form of racist defeat me in this election. I will do what's best for our country.
Thank you, Secretary Clinton.
Good afternoon here at Squirrel 7 News. I am your host, Alex Laredo, with my fellow colleague, Will Massey. And this year's election has proven to be a rocky one. Did you see the way Donald Trump was staring at Hillary Clinton like that? What is his deal? Anyways, while both of these candidates seem to give valid reasons why you should vote for them, they are using a lot of help from the media. The media can influence the election more than you'd think and has a lot of bias towards specific candidates. For example, if you ever see Donald Trump's or Hillary Clinton's advertisements, it isn't that hard to find the propaganda and bias they are feeding you. If you watch Trump's ad and then Hillary Clinton's ad right after, you will not know who to vote for, because in one ad, Trump seems like a great pick for president, and then in the other ad, Hillary Clinton is bashing his ideals. The media is much more powerful than one may think when it comes to affecting elections. In one case, during the 1948 presidential election, a false newspaper headline titled, "Dewey Defeats Truman," was published. The headline stated that Thomas E. Dewey had won the election over Harry S. Truman, when in reality he was defeated 303 to 189 in electoral votes. To be able to be a smart voter, it is important that you understand the bias in the news and to know about which news channels pose more liberal or conservative views. If you are able to distinguish bias from unbiased information, then you can make a smart and educated vote.
Thank you, Alex. Now that you know the role that media plays in an election, it's time to know what you have to be able to vote. If you're 18 years or older, you're already halfway there. You must also live in a precinct continuously for at least 30 days prior to any election in order to vote. And you also should be registered 22 days before the election day. You can register online, by mail, or at your local registration office. If you've done all these things, then you're good to go and vote on November 8th at your local voting station.
So money and financing are a very important part of this year's election. They help candidates to make in-state appearances, make commercials to put all over mass media sources, and fund other professional members to their campaign. Candidates can get money from various sources: political party funding, previous sources of incomes, super PACs that support the candidates, and states that support the nominees of the two parties. So far, Hillary has made $1.1 billion for her campaign, with Trump falling behind that number with a fund of $712.1 million.
I'm Bruce Davidson, and I donated $16,000 to Trump's campaign.
Back to you.
Thank you, Danella. My co-host, Alex Laredo, has been sent to the hospital because of a panic attack that Trump would win. So, signing off for now, I'm Will Massey.
Money and financing are a very important part of
The sign's upside down.
Oh my God. For her campaign, with Trump falling behind that number with a fund of $712.1 million.
What are you doing?
Did I do it
Good
right?
afternoon here. This is Alex Laredo with my fellow colleague Will Massey at Squirrel 7 News. And this election is proven
Oh my
to be-
God. I'm Baxter Davidson, and I've contributed $16,000 to Mr. Trump's campaign. Yippee-ki-yay.
Yeehaw!
Great dancing, Aiden.